Hi everybody, hope everyone's well. So today we're going to make brownies. This time for the work I'm setting, you can either do brownies or you can do the omelette, whichever one you want, or if you prefer you can do a dish of your choice. But I thought we would do brownies because this recipe is lovely and you can make different variations of it. So to start with, over here I've got a pan, and in the pan is about 2 centimetres worth of water. I've heated that up, and on top I've put a glass bowl. It's called a bain-marie, and in the glass bowl is the chocolate and the butter. So it's 175 grams of butter and 175 grams of chocolate. I've heated the water gently just so it's simmering, so that the chocolate and the butter melt together, and I've stirred it so that it's all mixed in. You don't want it to get too hot, because the last thing you want to happen is for the water to bubble up and go into the chocolate, because it'll make it all crunchy and horrible. Okay, so I'm going to lift that off, and very carefully, be very careful with that, because obviously it's steaming water underneath. I'm just going to leave that there to one side just for a moment or two. Over here I've used my electric mixer, my faithful electric mixer. You can use a hand mixer or you can do it by hand, but it will take a while. So in here is 250 grams of sugar and 3 eggs, and they've been whisked up so it goes like a foam. If you can see how light and fluffy that is, all the air bubbles that are in there. Okay, right, so I am now going to, into here I'm going to pour the chocolate. This is quite satisfying. All right, so the chocolate will go in to this mixture, and use a spatula so that you can scrape all that lovely chocolate and butter out and into here. I will put the recipe on the and the method on your PowerPoint, but if you can't, if you do for whatever reason struggle, this is a Cadbury's recipe, and you can find it on their website. Okay, right, so in here are the eggs, the sugar, the chocolate and the butter, and we're going to fold that mixture in really gently using our spatula or using a metal spoon, because what we want is to keep all the air in and not knock the air out. So we're going to fold it in. It may take a few minutes. Keep stirring round until the chocolate and the butter all mix in with the eggs and the sugar to make a really light, kind of like a bit like a chocolate mousse, and it should go really brown. I've just used dark chocolate from Aldi. It's only a cheap dark chocolate. I think the more expensive chocolate you use, probably the nicer the brownie will be. But as I said, this is from Cadbury. It's a Cadbury's recipe, so you can use the Bourneville chocolate that they do. Okay, so you can see it's all mixed in. You can see it's still nice and light, okay, and really shiny. So to add to this now, we're going to put some flour to help bind it all together, and some cocoa powder. So I've weighed that out already. 40 grams of cocoa powder and 75 grams of plain flour. I'm going to pop that into the sieve like that. And the reason we're sieving it, as you all know, is to get rid of any lumps, but also to keep everything nice and light. Okay, so that's going in. Last bits in. Okay, and then again we're going to fold it in, because we don't want, at this point we're putting heavier ingredients in, we don't want to knock the air out, so we're just folding it over. Some people do like a figure of 8, just fold it over, and then again this might take a bit of time, but make sure it all gets mixed in together so that you don't have any big lumps of cocoa or any big lumps of flour. And you can see it's still light and it's still dark and shiny. Now the thing with this recipe, on the website where I've got it from, you can add walnuts to it. I've done that in the past. You can add hazelnuts, any sort of fruits, whatever you want. I'm going to add a few raspberries because I have some left in the fridge. And I think dark chocolate and raspberry go nice together. Just going to add them, but like I say, you can add anything. And I look forward to seeing some of your ideas of things you can add. Smarties, more sweets, chocolate, M&Ms, the list's endless. Okay, so you can see that's all mixed in. Here I've got a tin lined with greaseproof paper. I'm now going to put this mixture into here, like this. And again, you might want to use your spatula to get rid of all the mixture, because I'm sure none of you will want to lick the bowl when you've made these. Yeah, the spatula is good at getting all the leftover bits, makes washing up a little bit easier. Okay, and then just spread it to the corners. Again, being really careful because you don't want to knock any of the air out. Right to the corners. And then it goes in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. Then when it comes out, take it out of the tin, leave it to cool a little bit, and then you can decorate it. So if you wanted, you can have it as it is, or you might want to put, one of the students put lots of white chocolate over some chocolate that they look very effective. Or icing. I'll leave that up to you because I'll be excited to see pictures when they come back how you've decorated them. So I'm going to pop it in the oven now, 25 minutes, and then you can see the finished product on the picture. Thank you.